Hello. So this time we will be manipulating the API mode of the Xigbees. Again, I have my three Xigbees connected to my laptop, so they are in the same network. And we will be using the API mode for low power applications. Again, API is the application processing interface. And here what we are doing is that we are just manipulating the frames. And these frames is specifically configured of just a path string, a path of characters that is used to send data or just a huge payload of characters that are just used to send data to the Zigbees here and out. Now, unlike in transparent mode, we can't really configure the frames log as we did in transparent mode. In transparent mode, we used to be able to just type in what we want in the transparent mode will just copy anything that was being typed in. But as you can see here, I'm unable to directly type in the frames log. I have to actually manipulate the frames to do what I want in order to send and receive data. So for this example, I will have the router communicate to the coordinator a message and manipulate the frames to do so. So let me go ahead and detach this. I will go ahead and send a frame here. Let me move this a little downward here. And I'll say, call this a hello world. Hello world. Rate this. Now, what I'm going to do is that I'm going to, again, manipulate the transmit request. This 64-bit address is just a default address here that the coordinator will receive. So I'll leave that alone. And then I'll go ahead and type in my message. Hello world. Press OK. Add the frame. And then I'll go ahead and send that select frame. I'm sending this select frame here. And as we can see, when I press send, I have my data being transmitted from my router, and my coordinator is receiving this message. We can even check the status if we want to. And it was a success. All the packets were sent. And we can also check here, my coordinator, the message, hello world, has been received to my coordinator. Now, another interesting thing that we could do that we cannot do in transparent mode is that we can actually manipulate these two routers and how they can actually communicate to each other. So yes, what we can do here is that we can send messages, from node to node with the routers, and we can't do that in transparent mode. And I will do an example here right now. So let me detach this. And we'll go to router 2. Router 2 is a blank slate. So go ahead and send a message. And let's call this buddy. Transmit request. And so this bit address, I'm going to change the destination to router 2's address. So I'll just go ahead and type in this information here. And I'll say, hello, router 2. I'm router 1. That's okay. Add frame. Let's send it out. Check its status. It was a success. Now, if I go to my router 2, I see it received a message. And yes, this is the same message that I sent from my router. And again, we can't do this in transparent mode, but we can do this in API mode. So if we ever need a situation where we need to have someone in one area communicate to another person in a different area, for whatever reason, we can do this in API mode. And lastly, what I also want to show is that in API mode, we can actually have the coordinator manipulate, what the other nodes do in the network as well, and we configure it however we want, however we please. Now, what I would do, for example, is that this is very useful because, for an example, what if at the construction work site, there's an emergency situation and we can't have anyone enter a certain area at the work site? And as the coordinator, I want to let everyone know that. And so what I would do is that I would say that this router, this area is out of order. And all I want to do is just change the name. Yeah, so everyone can see, do not enter this building, work site area, not yeah, not be able to pass through. So what I'll do is that I'll go to my coordinator, send a frame, I'll say boss. And what I'm going to do is that I'm going to do a remote command as as the commander itself. And what I'm going to do is that I'm going to change this address to the router two's address. And I will give it a command NI, which is the node identification. And I'll say do not enter. Press OK, add frame, send the message. I see I made the request and I check my response. It was okay. So now what I'll do is that I'll go to router 2, I'll go ahead and close it, go ahead and take this out, go back to the network, send it into it. And I see that the name has been changed. Do not enter. I add the device. And so, yes, I have the coordinator manipulate, a node in the network. And again, so the advantages of the API mode is that we can set or read the configure of our remote Zigbee devices in the network, and we're able to just transmit data to multiple destinations. And this is a lot faster and transparent mode, where we always have to update each destination that we create. And we're able to receive the data into the sender's address, and check its success and failures here, which is really fantastic. And but again, a downside for the API mode is that the interface is a bit more complicated. And again, the data has to be structured in a specific format. Yet, then the transparent mode, which is just, you just type what it is, it copies it immediately. Not a lot of hard thinking for that. But but again, this is very useful for low power applications, as we don't really need a very complicated device to send information in. The Zigbees are just as capable of transmitting data to each other in different locations as any other device. And so that will be it. Thank you.